Hello everybody and welcome to today's video. Hope you guys are doing alright. Hope you all had a happy Thanksgiving. Let's go ahead and jump right in here today. We're going to be talking a little bit more about skill-based matchmaking. Is it real? Does it exist? Is it a figment of our imagination? Or is it something that Activision has put into the newer Call of Duty games that is absolutely ruining the multiplayer experience for the majority of those who play the game regularly, like we do? So I started doing a little investigation of this. I did a video a few weeks back on the new game and talked about skill-based matchmaking and is skill-based damage a thing or skill-based hit detection, and a lot of people really jumped on that, started commenting, and I realized there is a huge group of people in the Call of Duty community who are dealing with this, and it's a very frustrating experience. I've yet to have someone say, you know what, skill-based matchmaking, which to my knowledge first started, there was any indication of it in Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. Now, Call of Duty has always tried to make the lobbies even once everyone was loaded in. Obviously, you're not going to put a bunch of guys with a 2 KD all on the same team. You're going to try to mix those up, and that's fine. I understand that. You know, 4 guys load in with high KDs, you want to split 2 and 2 on each team and try to make it as even. That's perfectly fine. But when you try to force players to play with people who are better than them and try to get the game to the outcome of the game to always go 50-50, where you lose half the time and you win half the time, to keep you coming back trying to do more and more, I just think that takes the fun out of the game, where we used to be able to just load in, and if there were good players that were better than us on the other team, that was that, and if they weren't, then there weren't, and we had a good game. And you had people who really maybe weren't the best players dropping nukes and high kill streaks and chopper gunners and all these different things. And now, unless you are reverse boosting, which is something I didn't know existed until maybe a few weeks ago, maybe I've been hiding under a rock, I don't know, where you purposely play bad so you can get into better lobbies. We've got people who have multiple accounts. And then there's this thing that I started looking into as a content creator myself. You know, I've been upfront with you guys. You're probably not going to see me drop a nuke. You're probably not going to see me go on a 68 kill streak like some of these players have. When I go into the multiplayer stats and look, you know, I'm top, I think 5 or 6% in Modern Warfare 3 with an average KD, and I look and there's guys who have, I think one guy had 86 kill streak. It's like, how do you do that? And watching some of these other guys, I realized, you know, half the time they're not even shooting back. Half the time they're not even dealing with a lobby where guys are sliding all around the map, dolphin diving all over. They're not dealing with that. So what are they doing? And then this little 3 letters started popping up everywhere when I was doing research. VPN. Are content creators using it? Is it something that's really out there? Does it work? So I started looking, and one site that kept popping up was Lobby God. And you can go in there, and they have, I don't know, 10 or 12 different time zones, different areas of the world, and they're different than a traditional VPN. They only put a certain amount of your info through the VPN. So you're not dealing with lagging issues and things like that. And so I thought, you know what, I'm gonna give this a shot. Let's just see what this does. Does it really work? Well, get this. So many people are doing it, not just content creators, but so many people in the Call of Duty community are using these different VPNs to trick the game into believing that they're in a different part of the world so they can play against what they believe to be lesser players, that some of those lobbies, no joke, are sweatier than a traditional lobby where I'm at in the eastern part of North America. And it's like, what are you supposed to do here? Now, I will admit there's a couple matches that I got into, and it felt like more of a bot match. People weren't shooting back. People weren't paying attention. You're able to get around behind them and get an execution or toy around with them, which is something that just you don't get a lot in these sweaty lobbies in Modern Warfare 3. But overall, there wasn't this drastic difference, because when I'm playing on a server in Singapore, there's a bunch of people on there who are from my area or from my time zone playing because they're trying to do the same thing. Which brings us back to the point, why would a game company put something into a game that their base, their audience absolutely hates and tries to avoid? Well, it's to try to make it even, they say. But here's the truth of it. They have got this set up, essentially, where there is no way to beat skill-based matchmaking. Use a VPN, you're going to run into other people. Sure, you might have a better match here or there, but you're going to run into other people who are trying to do the same thing, who are either as good as you or better. You're going to run into people who are lesser here and there, but overall, they have got the game set up now where there is no way to avoid it. Buy a VPN. What's it going to do for you? Reverse boost. Eventually, once your KD gets high enough, again, you're going to run into the same problems. And I think that's why so many people have gravitated towards Warzone, even though Warzone has its own set of issues with skill issues and skill gaps and everything. But why did they do this? Is it a money grab? Is it doesn't make sense to me. And I'll tell you this, for those of you who enjoy the game but want to hire a KD, want to get some clips for your channel, want to do these different things. Let me tell you, if you're on YouTube and you're looking up how to turn off skill-based matchmaking or how to avoid skill-based matchmaking, these people are making money by posting these clips with all these tips and all these tricks. And just let me tell you, while doing my research for this, none of them really work. Take it from somebody who runs a 1.2, 1.5 KD, that there is nothing that I have found that you can do that's going to get us back to the days where guys had 3, 4, 5, even 8 KD. It's just not out there. I can't find it, and I can't tell you either. Everybody's gotten really good at gaming. Either PC players have ruined the experience, or skill-based matchmaking is a system that essentially is unbeatable. Sure, get into a lobby where it's 2 o'clock in the morning somewhere else in another country, and yeah, you're going to have a good game here and there. But again, some of these videos and stuff that you see and things that these people are putting out, they are not what they seem. So be careful when you're trying all these things. But that's about it for when it comes to skill-based matchmaking. I'm so over it. I'm done talking about it. We've got some news coming out on Call of Duty. Season 1's about to drop. We've got new maps. We've got different things coming, and I'm excited about it. And I'll be doing some videos in the next week or so talking about those things specifically. Overall, Modern Warfare 3, I'm happy with it. I just feel like I have to sweat every single match to have fun and enjoy it. But we've got Warzone 3 coming out. We've got new maps. Just lots of new things. And hey, the camo grind, I'm not going crazy with it, but doing good so far. So tell me, what do you think? Is skill-based matchmaking beatable? Or is it something that's put into the game that we're just going to have to deal with and there's no way to get around it? Thank you guys. God bless. Have a great day, and I'll see you next time.